Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to talk about natural cycles. What are these natural cycles? To start with, we have this very regular pattern of breathing. Inhale, exhale. It goes on and on and on. Another rhythm is our heartbeats. There is something more that happens behind all this breathing pattern. There is another level that comes to my understanding, which is at a deeper level, is the energy influx and outflux. Just as this inhalation of and exhalation of air goes on and on, but if you pay further attention to it, both nostrils, they react differently. Observe, do like this. One of the nostril will be very smooth. Another nostril is not as smooth. After 2 hours, if you would check, maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. But certainly, there is a difference between night and day. This is based on our millions of years of evolution. Our genetic predisposition is geared towards reacting to solar cycles. During daytime, our genetic pattern is predisposed to a certain level of breathing and activities. Our activities, few hundred years back, thousands of years back, many centuries or millennia back, our forefathers had a specific routine of life based on this daily sun movement. Most activities were performed during daytime, nights were for rest. So, body acquired this rhythm of activity and rest, day and night. At night time especially, when our system needs to rest, there is a special pattern of the breathing movement. It will be mostly dominated by the left side breathing during night time. And during daytime, it will be dominated by the right nostril. Out of 10 times, I assure you, 8 times you will find during daytime that your right nostril was more active than the left. And this game changes at night time. Likewise, the energy movement influx, when you close your eyes and see whether you are emitting energy or receiving energy, and you check yourself again after a few hours and see what happen. So this body emitting energy and receiving energy, this cycle will also go on changing. And if you are able to observe and correlate things, when does this thing happen? Then you will understand that this also follows a breathing pattern. And this breathing pattern follows the sun cycle. When this cycle is disturbed at a physiological level, most of the time when I'm supposed to breathe through the right nostril, dominated, then most of the time when my right nostril is dominating during the daytime, it's okay. This is natural. But instead of the right nostril, if my left nostril is very active for most part of the day, then something is not right with my health, I think. This is how ancient yogis used to predict their day, that it is not so good today. But let's not go into that much of details, because this is again a matter of research. But for your interest, I have shared this, and let us all, I think, contribute towards this particular research, collect as large a data as possible. Now, when we breathe through the right nostril and when activities demand certain level of physiological and nervous system responses during daytime, which will be different from responses at a physical and neurological level at a night time. We are used to sleep at night time, and this pattern is going on and on for last few millennia. It's difficult to change this pattern. So we observe, and it is also scientifically proven now, that individuals who work at night, those who have long night shifts, or those individuals who go on past midnight staying awake, when we measure their health status after a few months or a year or two, you will see a noticeable impact on their health. This is all because of this inability to sleep at night time. But if we can make it even better, let's not only that I sleep at night time, but I should be able to make it regular. Then it has a greater benefit to our health. I'd like to bring to your attention one beautiful talk delivered by Jeff Iliff. You can search his talk on this TED Talk site. One more reason to have a good night's sleep, where Jeff mentions about how our neurological system detoxifies itself during sleep. Our neural system is designed in such a way that it cannot afford to have lymphatic system, for example. Lymphatic system is there to detoxify ourselves to a large extent. Now this real estate is so precious. You cannot have plumbing going on all through and all this lymphatic system, an added burden to the neurological pattern. So in his research he has found that it is the space between the cells, the brain cells, which allows the cerebrospinal fluid to flow through. In a normal individual whose sleep pattern is okay, this drainage of cerebrospinal fluid is effectively able to remove the toxins. In a sleep deprived individuals, this is an impossibility. The effectiveness of removal of toxins reduces greatly. These toxins later on create certain status, a mental state, a mood in ourselves. When yourself is sleep deprived, what happens in the morning? You become cranky, you become irritated. When you drive also, most individuals who are self-deprived, they are responsible, I would say, to a large extent, to accidents. Persons who are self-deprived cannot also engage themselves in creative discussions, fruitful discussions. They become so irritated with every little argument. This is in general. You guys may be exceptional. But by and large, it is sleep that determines the quality of our day-to-day affairs. So it is good to give ourselves an opportunity to sleep luxuriously, sleep early, if possible. Because this is how our forefathers have given us the gift of particular genetic pattern. Let us honor it. Let's not fight with it. If we can make use of this system, then our health will improve. Overall physiological system will respond in the most beneficial way. As I was saying, just as there is influx of energy and outflux from our system all the time, that means if we are able to meditate and receive transmission, drawing the energy inward, and if this happens, drawing of energy inward during meditation, if this matches with our natural rhythm of energy influx, then that will be wonderful. But if at the time when I am in a state where energy is going out, and I feel like meditating and say, oh, let the transmission come in. So what is happening now? You are now trying to meditate against the flow, the natural flow. It is like swimming against the flow of water. So that's why you'll notice also that just before the sunrise, try to feel this, that automatically, just before sunrise or hour before sunrise, your natural system is to draw energy inward. And just before sunset, the energy will be going out. You'll notice that. And that's why it will help you to get rid of many things from the system through the process of cleaning. When you throw out those unnecessary complexities and impurities from the system, along with the energy flow which is in natural rhythm, then the cleaning will be more effective. If you wait for night to descend, when the natural flow will change, of course, you may do the cleaning, but it will not be as effective. This is from my personal experience. I'm trying to share this with you all, to see if it is also your case. It need not be. But I have found that majority of individuals who meditate with me, they have found this particular rhythm, that when we meditate together, early morning, before sunrise, when energy influx is natural at that time, and at that time when my meditation is also aided with transmission, it potentiates the impact on our system. How to make use of this knowledge in day-to-day affairs? Let's see, during daytime, when my right nostril is supposed to be dominating, all our daily activities, which is requiring strength, hand movement, leg movement, and you're always on the go, it is a sympathetic response. Nighttime, you need a rest. The whole system demands a proper rest. It is parasympathetic in nature. You will notice that left nostril will be more prominent, dominating during night time, moment of rest. What happens when you're angry? It's a sympathetic response. What happens when you are so much having fear, anxiety, to the extent that your heart starts beating faster and faster? Sympathetic response, which is related to the right nostril. All sympathetic responses, you can say safely that the right nostril will be predominating at that time. So, in order to reverse this, counter it, let's say when you're angry, how to reverse this? By using this nostril process. The moment of anger, or just before you're going to get angry, take a deep breath, and I would say, close this right nostril with your thumb and breathe deeply with the left nostril. Feel it in your abdomen and then release it. And then again, same thing with the left nostril. You do it 8, 9 times, 10 times. As a result, you will feel that yes, the heartbeats have gone down a bit. You have become calmer. The anger would also dissipate to a large extent. Parasympathetic system would come to play. I would like you to try this and then share this knowledge. Of course, I would also like to say that people who have anxiety disorder, of course, you need to consult your physician, take their advice and implement as needed. If it helps, fine. If it doesn't help, just drop it.